Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. I've been having a lot of fun playing Ikoria Draft, more so than any constructed format at the moment, so I'm going to continue doing that because I'm enjoying it. Also, I shelled out for the Mastery Pass, just figured why not, and we've been acquiring Ikoria cards at an alarming rate. But without further ado, let's get into it. I'm kind of sad. I had a couple of runs late at night. I wish I'd had the time to record because, we had one where we pack one, picked one, Ruinous Ultimatum, the Destroy All Non-Land Permanents Mardu colored one, and third pick. So I picked that. I picked Fixing pack 2, and third pack somebody passed Mythos of Snapdrax, and we just built the nastiest Mardu control deck. It was so sweet. But if I see that card first pack, I will take it now. I used to be like, I don't know if it's castable, but if you get it early, take it. Just take it. Same with Mythos of Snapdrax. Absolutely go those colors or splash those colors if possible. I've noticed being greedier with my mana bases has greatly increased my win rate, which was Bone Daddy's advice originally to me. So thanks, Bone Daddy. But I wasn't following it properly, and now I understand. Alrighty. We are readied up. Pack 1, pick 1. We have Karuga the Macro Sage. I do not like this card's... I think the companions are very powerful. I do not like this card's restriction, but I guess maybe we should try it. If not, it's a decent card to be running, and Simic is very strong. I am kind of sad that I'm passing an Auspicious Sterix. I think I would rather have this card, but alright, we'll see what happens. I'm not going to draft super hard with the restriction in mind, but yeah, I already broke it, so... We will not be using Karuga as a companion. Okay, in this pack, Swallow Whole is an excellent removal spell, as is Fire Prophecy. Blossoming Sands, Evolving Wilds, both good cards, but Migratory Greathorn helps fix and is on plan for doing Mutation, which it looks like that's what we're going to be doing thus far. Okay, in this pack, we've got Rumbling Rockslide, which is excellent removal. We also have some very good fixing here. I'm going to take Evolving Wilds, as that fixes for any color. If we knew we were going to have red cards, we would take Swiftwater Cliffs, and while the Mutation deck is partially supported by red, we don't have any yet, and we haven't seen any real good ones passed. So here... Hornbash Mentor is very good. I would definitely highly consider this, especially because this is uncommon. We're not likely to see a ton. Fertilid, however, is very, very good with mutations. Its ability is very strong. I think I'm going to take Fertilid. It also helps splash. There's a chance that it goes around or that we see another one, but I would rather have it than Hornbash Mentor. So Alert Heed Bonder is very good. Cavern Whisperer is pretty decent. Honey Mammoth is good. I'm going to take the Heed Bonder. The repeatable life gain is very strong. I will take Tranquil Cove. Nothing else in that pack was insane. Thornwood Falls is on color fixing. Alright, Survivor's Bond is strong. Aegis Turtle is very good, especially if you get Parcel Beast. Having Aegis Turtle, the Brushwog, or the Egg is very good if you have Parcel Beast. I'm going to take Impulse, though. This is one of the strongest effects that you can have in a 1-drop, especially in these colors. We could take Go for Blood. The cycling could be very nice. I don't know if I'd rather have it or Bloodfell Caves. I'm going to take Bloodfell Caves. I don't know if I'm going to be running it yet, but it could allow us. It could allow us the ability to splash something strange and off color. Like the other day, I drafted a Orzhov Aristocrats deck with Gigantha as the companion for it because I just had like 3 or 4 off-color cards that allowed me to splash Gigantha, and I had no other red or green cards. And I also drafted it was like 4-color deck, but it was basically green-white, and it used Luris as the companion. Also, Lurising and Adventurous Impulse, like every game, is insane. It just recoups so many cards that way. We already have... No, we don't have any Blossoming Sands. Do we want Blossoming Sands or do we want Honey Mammoth? I want to take Honey Mammoth. It helps us stabilize when we get there. Wilt is fairly decent sideboard material. I like having access to it. I don't get access to it often, but there's a lot of tap-down effects like Capture Sphere and Pacifism that it's very good against. Plus, you never know. Someone might have an Ozolith. You need to just decay. And Cathartic Reunion. Okay. Now, I want 5 different cards in this pack. So Hunted Nightmare is good. I don't know if we're going to be playing a double black spell, though. Boneyard Lurker is also very good. Being a mutate, buying back cards from the grave. It's very powerful, allowing me to recur strong cards. It's also a very good stat line. And there's a Dreamtail Heron. Replaces itself and grants flying. And Unbreakable Bond is very good if you cycle even one big thing. I think I'm going to take Dreamtail Heron. I think that's going to be the best effect for our deck. Oh, I want Migration Path really badly, but Trumpeting Gnar is going to be too good to pass up. Let's see. There's a Ram Through and a Far Finder. I think Ram Through is the harder to come by spell, so I'm going to take that. It's a very good removal spell in green. Just one-sided fights are so powerful, and I'm glad they added them to Magic because green was really lacking without them in a lot of limited formats. Like, I remember when Prey Upon was in Innistrad Block, like the first time it came out, I think, and card was just like actually good because it was a 1-mana green removal spell, but oftentimes it would cost your good creature for their good creature. So you were still down a card in the exchange, but... Okay, do we want Avian Oddity or Vulpikeet? I think Vulpikeet is a lot stronger, and it also plays into the mutation theme. Plus, we do have a Tranquil Cove that we can use to splash for it. Another Ram Through. There's also Capture Sphere. I think I'm going to take Ram Through because it's just instant speed and a lot stronger of a removal spell. We'd like to get the Crystalline Egg or whatever it is. I have the Godzilla card style enabled, so it's Mothra's Great Cocoon for me, but I can't remember the actual name of it because I haven't played with it enough. We wouldn't mind getting 1 or 2 of those. I've actually been way underrating that card. Okay, we have 9 creatures. I'm going to take Valiant Rescuer. It's good even if you cycle 1 spell. It's not really on theme, though, so if push comes to shove, I might actually cut that card, but it is very strong. Ooh, another Essence. Oh man, if we could just take these 4 cards and not get any more cards out of the pack, I'd be so ecstatic. But we gotta take Essence Symbiote. It's just too strong. Plus we have 2 3-cost mutates, which is really good to curve Essence Symbiote into. Another Fertilid, another Honey Mammoth. I'm gonna take the Honey Mammoth. Fertilid may have been the pick there, but we are doing a mild amount of ramping, and that's a pretty good payoff. It really helps stabilize the board. We don't have anything we can use to splash... Oh, we can... No, we can't really splash Cloud Piercer. Though we may want to. Depends on whether we'd rather have that or Vantasaur. Vantasaur cycles for Rescuer, and it is more on color. I'm going to take Cloud Piercer. I may not actually play it, but Flycatcher Giraffid's very good. It's got the Vigilance, if we need Vigilance for like Heatbonder to keep gaining. Blossoming Sands, that's kind of what we wanted to see. It's another on-color fixing for us. I will say, in this format, I have never been in a situation where I've had too many tap lands. I've only been in situations where I haven't had the right colors. And that might be a product of me not playing as much as other people, or it might be a product of, holy crap, we just got the on-color Mutate payoff that's going to be insane. Man. I mean, we're taking this. We are absolutely taking this, but like, jeez. Is it less powerful? Oh no, because you can choose to put it in your hand. I was gonna say, is it less powerful than this? But like, I'm gonna take it. It does grant flying as well. Swiftwater Cliffs, very good. Flame Spill, Evolving Wilds, Ram Through. So we're gonna have 2 red cards. We're actually not that light on removal. We have 2 Ram Throughs, which I think might actually be enough. I'm gonna pick the fixing. Okay, so in this pack we have the option of how many... We only have 18 playables. We need to pick more playables. I'm going to take the Cocoon because I do want 1 in the deck. We could just keep making our mana better. We don't really have enough playables at the moment, though. I mean, we could like recruit some more cards out of our sideboard here. So I'm gonna take the better mana. Red, blue, and white. Offspring's Revenge. This card in the Aristocrats deck is nuts if you get it, by the way. Because like recycling the stupid Scorpion gets you so much. We could play this. I can buy back some of our Mutate payoffs, which would be really good. Or Honey Mammoths. I'm going to take it and I'm going to play it. Because we have the mana to support that. I'm sad we had to pass Auspicious Sterix and... Oh, we had to pass 2 of them for just better cards. And we had to pass Poliwag Symbiote, Baby Godzilla. But like, I'm liking this deck so far. I mean, we're almost done, but like... So we can take a Humble Naturalist. That actually is going to be helpful, because we are running so many colors of creature, specifically. Garrison Cat. I'm going to take Rumbling Rock Slide. Yeah, I'm going to take Rumbling Rock Slide. It's really good that we can get a couple extra pieces of removal here. Bristling Boar would be good, but I'm going to take another Rumbling Rock Slide. Adventurous Impulse, pretty much always good. So 25 playable cards now. Blade Banish, I'm going to put in the sideboard. Good removal spell, conditionally versus other decks that are doing like similar things to what we're doing. Put Convolute in the sideboard. Yeah, take a Bristling Boar. Dark Bargain into the sideboard. And Plains. Cool. Slight refund on the draft there. Now we're playing 5-color Mutate. So let's see, we have 19 creatures, 7 non-creatures. We need to cut 2 or 3 cards. We have how many lands? And we're not playing Karuga as a companion. 17 lands. We curve out at 6, so we do need 17 lands. I have no idea what to cut here. Oop. Is this just all of my cards? No, I had other cards in the sideboard. So we have to cut some number of creatures, I think. Because our non-creature spells are very, very good. I'm going to cut a Honey Mammoth and a Bristling Boar. Okay. We're going to run 41 cards. 5-color Mutate. Let's go. We would love to play first. Yeah, we can make this work. We're going to keep. No dual lands yet, but I expect we shall get some along the way. Opponent starts Plains. Flourishing Fox. That does not inspire confidence. Play a Forest, pass the turn. Opponent plays an Island, gets in for 1, and plays a Checkpoint Officer. We draw Ram through, which is good. We'd like to draw an Island. We gain that 1 life right back. No attacks for our opponent. They play a Glimmer Bell. We draw a Humble Naturalist. So here, we could ram through, but I think because our opponent missed a land drop, it's better to play a creature. We also lose nothing by attacking. Okay. Gain 1. Opponent found a mountain. They pass. We draw Bloodfell Caves. So play Bloodfell Caves. 6 mana to mutate. Okay. Also no valid mutate targets right now. We could play Trumpeting Gnar. Yeah, we're gonna play Trumpeting Gnar. We're going to wait until second main to do it. I was gonna see if my opponent would tap during our beginning of combat, but they did not do that. Okay. They also apparently didn't have an Essence Scatter they wanted to use, but they do have a Fire Prophecy. They loot away a card. We gain 1. Okay, well next turn we get to play Karuga and draw at least 1 card. Opponent plays a Windscarred Crag and gains 1 life. We draw Offspring's Revenge, which we can almost cast. So, play Karuga. They do have an Essence Scatter. I figured they did. I was surprised when they didn't use it, though, earlier. Alright, we'll just gain 1. Pass the turn. The good news is, if we can get this Offspring's Revenge down, we could start getting these cards back from the grave and then mutating onto them, and that would be sweet. Okay, no attacks from our opponent. We draw a Thornwood Falls. I'm going to play Thornwood Falls. Do we want to Rumbling Rock Slide? I don't think so. I think we're going to pass and just hold up Ram through. We're gaining a ton of life off this Alert Heatbonder. Okay, opponent's going to tap it, that's fine. Opponent cycles a Frostveil Ambush. Gets a counter on the Fox. Plays a land. Goes to combat. I expect they have another cycling spell. Target creature you control, target creature an opponent controls. Okay. They have a keep safe. We take 1. Okay, we draw Rumbling Rock Slide. Go to combat. Attack for 2. I kind of expected rather than do that they would tap, but I'm going to get rid of the tapper. I got a feeling that's going to be my opponent's most annoying creature. Opponent plays a Whirlwind of Thought. They're going to be drawing a lot of cards. Play an Island. They're representing a counterspell. We draw an Island. So let's Rumbling Rock Slide that Fox. Okay. Play an Island. Pass the turn. If we draw white mana, or any creature that we can mutate our Illuna onto, we're going to be in a great position. I don't just want to cast this, I want to mutate it. Okay, opponent has a Porky Parrot. This creature is now a lot more threatening. Okay, we take 3. We untap and we get a Mothra's Great Cocoon, so we're going to play it. They might have a counterspell here, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. They've represented it pretty well this entire time. Oh, they can ping twice because of the untap ability. That's very nice. Very clever. So we don't get the mutate ability, but we still get the creature. Hit our opponent for 2, gain some life. Well, that's kind of a problem. We get our planes. So play the planes. Play Offspring's Revenge. Oh, this is only red, white, or black creature cards. I didn't notice that. However, still worked in our favor. I, for some reason, thought, hey, this can get these cards too. I was wrong. In that case, we should probably actually cut this card. As everyone knows by now, Kano's actually illiterate. Okay. He gets in for 3. Draws a card. They play a Flourishing Fox. So our opponent could untap up to 4 times. That's a very strong combo. I didn't actually notice that combo. Okay. Opponent takes Flourishing Fox. They can cast it from their grave. Off of their Rooting Moloch. We draw land. No attacks. Pass the turn, gain a life. Opponent has a Rumbling Rock Slide. You take a bunch of damage. Opponent draws a bunch of cards. They're actually getting kind of close to milling themselves out. They only have 9 cards left. They're going to ping down our Naturalist. Just making sure that's combat damage, because otherwise this would be absolutely absurd. Opponent plays a Spell Eater Wolverine. Cast our Fox. Pass the turn, get back Alert Heatbonder. No attacks. Gain a life. Opponent pings down our 1/1. Oh yeah, okay. They got us. They figured it out. Do we actually have a lot of cards that this Offspring's Revenge can reanimate? So Illuna, Cloudpiercer, Vulpikeets, and Heatbonder, and Rescuer? That tells me we probably ought to cut this. Play something like that in its place. Blitzleech. We could actually cut it and cut the black altogether and run like a Honey Mammoth or something instead. Or a Blade Banish. Alright. We'll just try it like this. I don't want to refigure out the mana base or play with that right now. We'd like to play first. That's very close to keepable, but I think we do need to start with green mana. Okay, this is good. We will throw back a Plains. Start Tranquil Cove, gain a life. Opponent starts Island. We draw Vulpikeet. Play Essence Symbiote. Opponent cycles a Frostveil Ambush. Opponent plays an island into a Flourishing Fox. That's good. We know we're not going to hit an Essence Scatter this turn. We'll go ahead and mutate. They cycle an Imposing Mantisaur. Put this over so the stats get slightly higher. Attack for 4. Opponent plays a mountain. Opponent cycles a Dranith Stinger. They hit us for 3 and play a Glimmerbell. We draw Karuga the Macro Sage. Now the question is, do we Rock Slide the Glimmerbell because of the potential nonsense they do? Or do we Rock Slide the Fox? I think we can race the Fox. So we're going to take out the Glimmerbell. Okay. We'd like to draw an island or a forest. Actually, any untapped land will allow us to cast Karuga. I'm glad we put the Vulpikeet on top so that it adopts the CMC of Vulpikeet to synergize with Karuga here. Aha. Opponent gets in for 5. We draw a Ram through. That doesn't make too much of a difference right now. So we just attack, we pass. Kind of regret throwing that land to the bottom, but I'm glad that we had the Rock Slide, because that's kind of what it came between there. Opponent plays a Plains, cycles a Fox, makes the Porky Parrot bigger. Swallow whole. How rude. There's nothing we can do about that. And this Porky Parrot's getting out of control. No land. Turn 1 million, no land. Alright, opponent's gonna get in for 7. No blocks. Do they have a Raking Clause? Nope, no Raking Clause. I do have a Fire Prophecy, though. And I think that's probably it. Yeah, that's a couple of turns too late. Like, we can play a 6/6, but it doesn't really do anything. I guess we technically have one more turn. Okay, we'll play a 6/6 then. We die. We're dead to a buff of any kind, and we're dead to removal. Or that, we're dead to a Cycler. Because we needed that to stay alive. We can block, but it's too late. Rats. We were so close. Okay, before we go to round 2, we're going to go ahead and cut Offspring's Revenge, because I wasn't paying attention when I took it. And in its place, we are going to run a Honey Mammoth, which means we are going to cut our black mana because we don't need it. Is there a way to, like, get it to refigure out the lands? Or did I screw that up by... Oh, there we go. Suggest lands 17, we're now running 41. Okay, cool. We've cut black mana. We are now only 4-color mutate. We're going into our 2 games remaining. Man, if Offspring's Revenge got any color of creature, and we were recycling, like, Honey Mammoths and other things like that, holy crap. But only takes Mardu-colored creatures. I guess because those are, like, the hunters in this set, and it's supposed to be like a hunter's kit or pup or something like that. Alright, this is a good hand. We'll keep all of our colors of mana. Start the Tri-Land. Opponent plays a forest. We draw Mothra's Cocoon. Play an Essence Symbiote. Opponent anticipates. I was kind of worried about an Essence Scatter there, but everything is fine. Opponent plays a Plains. Frostlings. We're going to tap down our Symbiote. We draw Ram Through. We are going to mutate. This does open us up to Swallow Whole from our opponent. Okay, Gust of Wind, they're going to put everything back in our hand. It's actually kind of fine. So play Swiftwater Cliffs, play Mothra's Great Cocoon, and Essence Symbiote. Opponent plays a Jungle Hollow. Attacks for 2, no blocks. Okay. I'll play Trumpeting Gnar. Lay that over the top. Put a bunch of 1/1 counters on it, get a beast. I am going to attack with both. Okay. Opponent did not have Divine Arrow, but Trumpeting Gnar would have been fine with just a Divine Arrow from our opponent. Capture Sphere, however, is going to be a little more annoying. Opponent plays a forest. And a Blitz Leech. They're going to take out our Essence Symbiote. How rude. We get an Alert Heatbonder. So we can Rumbling Rock Slide and attack. We can play Karuga and draw a card. I think it's better to do this. The reason we use Rumbling Rock Slide there is it's likely Ram Through will be enough to kill whatever creature they play, and we can potentially play a 3-drop or mutate and then Ram Through. Okay, opponent has a Bastion of Remembrance. They get in for 2. We draw an island. Play an island. Vulpikeet. We're going to put this underneath. And we are going to do this now. We do not want our opponent drawing extra cards. That is one way they get right back into this game. We could have put Vulpikeet on top to draw an extra card with Karuga, but doesn't matter anyway. Okay, Frostlings now has Menace. Opponent gets in for 3. We untap, we draw Essence Symbiote. Play Karuga. Opponent has the Essence Scatter. Wow. Alright. Got me. They cycle an Ominous Seas. They play a Swamp. Okay, we're going to play a Heatbonder and Essence Symbiote. Gain some life. Well, now we're just getting outvalued. Alright, no attacks, gain some life. Pass the turn. We've gotta... We're just dead. Yeah, we're just dead. Alright, 1 minute. Okay. This seems like a pretty decent start. We will keep. Start Cocoon. Play Humble Naturalist. No attacks. Okay, we're hoping to get a Dreamtail Heron down on Mothra's Great Cocoon as fast as possible. Opponent has Cheville, Bane of Monsters. If your opponents control no permanents with bounty counters, put a bounty counter on target creature or planeswalker that player controls. Whenever a permanent with bounty counter dies, gain 3 life and draw a card. Brutal. So play Valiant Rescuer. Play Thornwood Falls. No attacks. They put a bounty counter on Valiant Rescuer. And they got a Boot Nipper. Careful, he'll nip your boots. I will trade. Opponent gains 3 life and draws a card. We draw King Ghidorah. Play Swiftwater Cliffs. Mutate onto Mothra's Great Cocoon. Put it over, obviously. Attack for 4. Cloud Piercer is good as it greatly ups our damage on that creature. And in case it dies, it does give us a different creature we can mutate Ghidorah onto. We just need to draw an untapped land. Opponent plays an island. Gust of Wind, putting the cards back in our hand. Well, we get to draw more cards this way. Play a Plains. Play our Mysterious Egg, which for some reason has lost its card style. But one counter back on it, draw a card. No attacks. I'm actually pretty confident in using that to kill the Boot Nipper is the correct play, even though that prevents us from doing the old King Ghidorah next turn. My goodness, just everyone wants my attention today. Yep. Block. Alright. Go ahead and mutate again. Opponent has an Essence Scatter. Well, it's a good thing they didn't Essence Scatter our really big one. Get in for 4. Take our opponent to 16. Adventurous Impulse. Take the forest. Play the forest. Let's mutate. Make this thing really big and chunky. Opponent has a Blitz Leech. Okay. This is going to go over. Draw a card, then we will discard a card and draw a card, then we will attack for 4 in the air. Pass the turn. Oh no, not Nethroi. Well, at least our opponent doesn't get a ridiculous amount of things, but like... gain some life. Play a mountain. We do have 8 mana. So we mute... oh, we have 7 mana. Okay. Well, I still think mutating is the right thing to do here. Put this over. All the triggers. Discard a card. Discard Evolving Wilds. Draw Vulpikeet. Attack our opponent for 8. It's huge. They put a bounty counter on Alert Heat Bonder. Attack for a lot. No blocks, we'll just take it. Opponent goes up to 14. And they play a Yorian. Oh gosh. So many triggers. Tranquil Cove. You can give it 2 more 1/1 counters and get it to be a 10 something. If we mutate Vulpikeet. Or we can play Honey Mammoth and ram through. Let's do this, because it does more stuff. Put this under, obviously. Decline, actually. We'll put that in our hand. Draw an Essence Symbiote. Discard Tranquil Cove. Draw Forest. Okay, that's what I was looking for. So now... can mutate again. Put this under. We will put that card onto the battlefield. There's so many triggers. Oh man, why couldn't we do this the whole time, right? How many cards do we have left in our deck? 8? Sure, why not? Okay. We can almost kill our opponent. It's pretty awesome, actually. Okay, we're gonna pass. Should we pass? No, we definitely attack here. If only it had vigilance. He says, dissatisfied with this monstrosity he's created. Pass the turn, gain 1 life. Puts county on puts a counter on Karuga. Of 1 mind, gonna draw some cards. Opponent plays a Dismal Backwater. Plays a Bastion of Remembrance. I guess now is the time, if ever. One side. Oh, shoot! Oh, we had lethal! This thing does extra damage if it has trample. Oh. I hope I didn't just throw the game, but, like, Gitter could have just killed my opponent. Well, block here and here. Opponent goes up to 5, we go to 3. We go to 1. Opponent's a 10. Drew a card. And it's a Frost Lynx. That jerk. We have another ram through. We could draw a ram through in the game. Ugh. 6 cards left in the library. If we draw a ram through, it's still the way to win, right? Hang on. Let me make sure I didn't use it already. 1. Okay, we didn't use it already. Build your own Emrakul. Put this underneath. Okay. Put that card onto the battlefield, yes. Draw Flycatcher Giraffid. Ditch Mountain. Get a Fertilid. It's in the 2 cards we didn't draw. Oh, man. So you can play Honey Mammoth, go up to 5, play Blossoming Sands, and go to 6. Then we block here and here. We take 4 and lose 2. Okay, so instead of that... Oh, there's nothing else we can do. We have to do that. So we can play... We're definitely playing Blossoming Sands. That's something that's happening this turn. So this puts us at 2. But I think we have to play Rumbling Rockslide. Or we have to play Honey Mammoth. We could play Fertilid and Essence Symbiote. But that kills us the same way. So, yeah, Honey Mammoth. Oh, no! Kano through match 3! Because he doesn't read? Oh, man. Well, we weren't doing the greatest that league, but, like... well, at least we did something cool that game. I will say that. Oh, okay. That was only match 2. For some reason, I was thinking that was match 3. Alright, I'll be right back for match 3. Alright, and we're back. Round 3, here we go. I'm sorry I threw round 2, everyone. I forgot that Ram through not only kills things, but acts as a burn spell if you have a creature with trample, and you deal excess damage with it. which is really stupid, mind you, but like, cards I have are better than I give them credit to be. Okay, I can work with this. Opponent plays a forest. We start with a Triome. Opponent plays Jungle Hollow. So we play a forest and Adventurous Impulse. We'll take a Heat Bonder. Opponent plays a forest. We'll play a forest, play Fertilid. See if our opponent kills it. Vulpikeet and other similar mutations are great to put on a Fertilid, by the way. Bristling Boar. So let's mutate. Putting this over. We need 2 blue in order to mutate that, so we're getting an island. And then we'll play a Blossoming Sands. Yeah, for sure. Let's attack. Okay, opponent plays a Migratory Greathorn. Okay. I don't think there's a removal spell they can have for this. Putting this over, obviously. So we'll go ahead and get a mountain. We will put our cycle dude on the battlefield. And attack for 8 in the air. Sweet. Opponent plays a mountain. They're going to give it first strike. No attacks. Interesting. And I guess we're just going to go all out. I don't really see a reason not to. Put this underneath. Okay. 1/1 counter. Land out of the deck. Definitely putting that on the battlefield. Gaining some life. Putting this underneath. All the triggers. I mean, we definitely had them there, but like, just elephants on parade. Dumbo. Dumbo the flying elephant. That's what frickin' Ikoria is here right now. I love it. At least we can win one round without Kano punting. He says way too early to make that determination. The important thing is I'm having fun. Alright, it's a bit on the slower side, but I think I'm going to keep it. Star Forest. Blossoming Sands, pass the turn. Play Mountain, play Fertilid. Okay, play a forest. Go ahead and mutate Migratory Greathorn. Put it over the top. And go get an island. Attack. And pass the turn. Cool. He has his own Migratory Greathorn, I see. So let's play a mountain. Ram through. Attack. And pass the turn. I don't know if we want to take the counters off and thin our deck or not. I think we do it at least once. Get a mountain. We'll keep that though in case of cycling. Play a plains. Go to combat. Attack for 4. Opponent is going to block. Alright, cool. We'll play this with Vigilance. We play a Heed Bonder. And now we start gaining some life. Okay, opponent plays their own Flycatcher Giraffid. We draw an Essence Symbiote. Get in with everybody. Opponent can chump there. Or not chump, but just block. Okay, they go to 5. We play a 2/2 for 2. Pass the turn. Gain some life. Cloud Piercer, A. I don't think that's going to do enough. Okay, opponent gets to discard a card and draw. And scoops it up. Nice. Well, hey, at least we won 1 round this time. I'm really sorry for the bad puns. But like, you know, sometimes it happens. Anyway, let's see what our rare is here. Ah, Shark Typhoon. You can always use more sharks in cyclical air patterns. Anyway, if you enjoyed this content, remember to like the video or dislike the video. Either way, it helps me out. Subscribe to the channel if you're so inclined. And follow me on Twitch to catch me live. Same username on there as on here. And I hope to see you all next time. Bye!